LinkedIn and your model for networking. So, business model is a intimidating phrase, and it's complex because most people are not only not aware of business models, but are also rigidly adhering to one business model. Ditto ask model. It's your model for doing dating and ask. So ask model is also semi-rigid because most people only have one, maybe two ways to get and generate leads for dates. Ask model. What is your business model? What do you pay per lead? What do you pay per interaction? Ask model. Networking model is also similar to ask model and business model, which is how are you spending and allocating limited time, limited money, limited energy in networking? And what is your LinkedIn networking model? This is the super majority of people's LinkedIn practice. It is this: I meet a person once at an event, add them, and then now you've got a bunch of people that you've met at events and you have no idea who they are. Does that sound familiar? Kind of does, right? So, LinkedIn, depending on your networking model, could be where you are delegating networking to an app. Does this sound eerily similar to I'm going to delegate distribution and promotion of my face to dating apps in order for me to delegate wife finding to an app, right? It sounds super familiar where you're trying to be a startup founder and you're like, oh, I don't want to actually have to sign up people to be customers. I just want to hire a VP of sales. This is people's outsourcing of difficult work. This is people overly delegating distribution work. And so within LinkedIn, let's explore some other ways that you can build your network prior to fully delegating networking to an app that may or may not try to be making you rich, right? The app kind of wants to just keep you on the app. The app doesn't necessarily want you to be so rich that you can just have one LinkedIn contact and then everything else seems to be like a joke. It's a funny joke and it's super educational, but would LinkedIn be happy if everybody just had one networking contact? No, and that's why there's this purpose of this video. Setting an intention like we're in yoga practice, because we're in a networking practice on LinkedIn, setting your intention for what do you want to do here on LinkedIn. Breathe in, breathe out. As I am your pliability in thinking practitioner with you, let's set an intention to make $600,000. I feel magic. Breathe in the magic. This is not hokey. This is Brady-y. This is not magical. This is not microwave food. This is Instapot food. This is not magical magic. This is air fryer. Winning. Let's breathe in the money, and this is how we're going to step one. We are going to find energy. Oh, I'm too busy to be doing random stuff. In fact, I'm distracted from even watching this video. Here's your ROI. We are going to realize that digestive energy is a place where we can get a lot of energy. So digestively, to be healthy, let's start cooking food in a crock pot or Instapot. Massively able to have a large room for error. And so if cooking food is intimidating to you, don't let it intimidate you. We're going to literally get 5 to 8 extra hours per week, if not 10 plus hours out of 137. By the way, you just saw my dimples exercise. Wasn't born with this, had to make them. It's like a dimple maker. Four ingredient meals in an Instapot. You just press beef stew, can of mushroom soup, carrots, beef short ribs, onion. Done. Oh, but sometimes I don't know when I'm going to eat it, and I didn't know that this thing is true. The margin of error for eating that meal that I have cooked, massive margin for error. You can cook it and then leave it in there for 12 plus hours because it's under pressure and sealed. How cool is that? And so now you're able to have a meal at the ready where you can make chicken stew, you can make beef stew, you can make a whole slew of whatever. But I now always have a meat dish that's ready, and then I'll just add in noodles. I'll add in whatever simple thing, and it is so easy to just press one button. You can't overcook it. You can't. And so what you're doing here with digestion is you're getting away from seed oils and other poisonous things that are going to wreck your digestive tract. And this is 5 to 7 hours per week of you on the shitter actually not being able to deuce it out. And that time is lost. Your digestive energy, like your body spends more time digesting food than it does for so many other tasks. It's one of the biggest energy users. So you're taking something that should be giving you energy, stored calories, stored chemical potential energy in food that powers us. You're taking something that should be a power center and turning it into a energy waster or a power waster. This dovetails perfectly back into what is your LinkedIn networking model? Because how many people are going to talk about shit on LinkedIn? Almost nobody. You want to come, grow, and go, where you are on LinkedIn with one intention, and that is to slightly make more money and keep 6.15 Bitcoin, which is not even $600,000, but it's going to be $6 million. And right now the price is below $2 million per Bitcoin. And so my LinkedIn intention is just to get to 6.15 Bitcoin. And you don't have to be angry that, oh, if I just got 30 more networking contacts, I could somehow just connect and delegate my networking to LinkedIn. You want to drive your intention. And I'm going to dare to be scandalous. Let's set a goal. And as your yoga LinkedIn practitioner, sit up in your chair. You might be reclined or watching this in bed, you creepers. So let's set our intention. Let's breathe in. Breathe out through our nose. In through the nose, out through the mouth, or out through the nose. Either one, nose or mouth out. In through the nose, out through the nose. This is the magical thing. Let's take our fingers, our ring finger and our thumb, and go in through the nose. And notice which side is slightly more clear. In through the nose. Out through the other nose. If boogers come out of you, that's okay. Ujjayi breathing. Giselle Murray taught me this. In through the nose. Being able to sleep with your mouth closed, taped shut.